Good morning. It is Friday morning and I'm headed to the pool for my 5:45, 6-ish a.m. swim. Today being Friday, I'm trying to remember what we will do. Probably be more of a speed day today. I think Monday's endurance, Wednesday's power, so probably shorter, harder sets this morning. It is still quite dark. Nice thing about this time of morning is I get to watch the sun come up while I am swimming. Today's a fairly typical Friday morning. Swim this morning, then hop in the car, straight home, podcast this morning with Austin and Tony for the Triathlon show. Been trying to get back in the habit of being on that as much as I can. Had just been crazy since the beginning of the year. And then I've got work, and I'm going to try and get a run in, maybe outdoors, because it's gonna be probably about 75 around lunchtime today. I think I might take Maple and hit a run. Swim is done. I think I did about 4K back to long course, which, when we first start swimming long course, it's brutal because it feels so far. Every lap is exhausting. 50 meters down, 50 meters back. But the good thing is after about a month, back in the rhythm of the long course, and you're just knocking distance out, which feels so much quicker because it's, every down and back is 100 meters versus 50 yards. So felt good today. Did a lot of sprinting work like I thought this morning. A lot of fly, a lot of paddles, some fin there causing my toes to cramp up at the end. But now I'm headed back. Quick changeover because this morning we've got the podcast. We will be talking about Oceanside. It was awesome to see Lionel win. It was awesome to see so many OCE folks that raced. I was not there. I had to work. I was in Las Vegas this over the weekend. Did go out to Red Rock Canyon. If you're on Instagram, you probably saw some of my posts. It is so beautiful out there in Las Vegas. So I did not attend Oceanside, but seeing everyone complete and finish, some first timers from OCE. Daniel, congratulations on your first one. I know you just did it. Saw you at swim, but I gotta hurry to get home now. Test, test, test. Can't hear you guys. You gonna make the 3 weeks? Likely. I had to piece together stuff from my last video. Welcome to the Triathlon Show. My name is Chris, along with my co-hosts Austin and Tony. And this week, it is episode number 90. Well, it is lunchtime, 11:58. I'm going to hop on the treadmill for at least 30 minutes. knock out 30 minutes, probably progressive, just progress slow, medium, last mile, a little bit faster. And then I've got work calls again the rest of the day. I've been doing that all morning. And this evening, I have just volleyball practice. Emmeline has volleyball practice, so I'll be taking her there, dropping her off, kind of a chill evening. I'm actually going to get all of my cycling gear together because I think tomorrow morning, which is Saturday morning, I am going to hit the river trail and get a 90-minute to 2-hour ride in. I have been thinking about deferring my 70.3 Boise. I'll get more into that later in the video, but I'm thinking about moving it out. I'm getting close to that 45-day window. And based on some things I'd like to do over the summer, like maybe compete in some more short course races, do some sprints, do some Olympics, things like that. Might be going to Vietnam as well before that race. So because of all of that, I've been considering moving that race out to Santa Cruz. So I'll talk more about that, but thinking about that. But now I'm going to hit the treadmill.
I need all the wins, yeah. Ain't no L's, I gotta get it, no call and quits, yeah. Gotta keep on moving no matter how hard it gets, yeah. Better move out the way, cause I'm coming with harder hits. My head is as hard as a brick, but I'm harder than all it is. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. You better move, you might get knocked out, knocked out. My heart on my sleeve. Seal my greed. That's how I get it. Success ain't no giving. Some days I don't eat, I don't sleep. When I'm focused, I'm dangerous. They don't wonder when I'm anxious. Ain't no limit till I tank. I'm running on fumes. The opposition don't amaze. The roads racing through the pavement. Get your hands out of my bag. I know that's because I've been in it. I don't need to brag. I guess that's what happens when you taking care of your business. But some family, you do the math.
Whew. It's warm in here. I've got definitely getting my sweat on. Make it a little quieter. That was a good run. Just progressed up. I still am not in great run shape because I haven't been running very hard or very long. But the goal coming back from being so sick was really just building that consistency, building slowly, and not getting injured, because the last thing I want to do is re-aggravate or cause anything by ramping too fast, pushing too hard. So, and that really also is kind of factoring into my decision. Haven't pulled the trigger yet, but the thought behind making the decision to move my race out to Santa Cruz while we are in the middle of April. May, June, July, still have 3 months. So I really could ramp up with the end of the school year coming, spring break coming, the soccer tournaments, the volleyball tournaments. I'll be back in Vegas in 2 more weeks for another 3 to 4 days for volleyball. And then a possible 2 to 3 week vacation, family vacation, taking the girls to Vietnam. I just don't know if I will get the consistency, or really not even the consistency, the volume that I'd like to get back on the bike, back on the run. So at the moment, my thought is pulling the trigger today, submitting my ticket to defer to Santa Cruz before Santa Cruz sells out. Yesterday afternoon, after I finished my run, I'm trying to remember when I left off the video, pretty much worked the rest of the day, then had volleyball. Evelyn had a performance in the city show. Didn't attend it, ended up just going to dinner, but I'm actually attending her show on Sunday. She performs 3 times, so we're gonna go to the last one. And that was really it for last night. Just got back, got all of my gear together, making sure I'm organized. And now I am headed off to the Santa Ana River Trail, meeting up with a couple of the OCE folks. Gonna get there right around sunrise, which is supposed to be at 6:30. It is now 6:05. And the goal for today is just getting some more time in the saddle, probably do a few pickups in there, but nothing too crazy, pretty much all flat today. So quick update on Boise 70.3. Yesterday I did pull the trigger. I submitted my transfer request, received the automated email, and then yesterday got the email confirming that I want to transfer, not get a refund, pick the race, all of that. So I did pick Santa Cruz in September 7th, I believe. So now I am just waiting to hear back or to receive the new registration email for Santa Cruz. Hour and a half, 2 hours. I have to be back here at, I want to leave by 8:30.
Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 woo!
Soccer practice?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's really like a practice.
No?
No, because like if we got it's kind of like an app. Like think of a personal trainer, but like you're not being a person.
It's probably more some sort of skill training, I think, because it's in a gym. I am back from my ride. Hurried back, unfortunately. I ended up with a flat, got a puncture. I was about 7 miles out from getting back and I was alone and started walking the bike. The sealant did not seal it. It might be time to put a little more sealant in the tire, but luckily the Canyon Velo crew, so shout out to the Canyon Velo crew, they stopped. He had a little pump, which was actually a rechargeable little pump, because I had given my last CO2 cartridge, 1 or 2 of them I recently gave away a couple rides ago, so I didn't have one, so I had no air. But luckily he had this pump called Top Pump, or TOPUMP. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's a cool little tiny rechargeable pump about the size of 2 bike computers together, and pumped me up to 80, got me back, but by the time I got back, tire was low again, so definitely isn't holding air. I'm gonna have to figure that out before next weekend.
Why don't you buy a new tire?
I could buy a new tire, but if it'll seal, then I don't want to spend the money. Well, we are back from soccer practice, had a little lunch. Now I am going to work in the garden for a little while. It is about 2 o'clock. Sun is up. It is probably 80 degrees. The pool is 81 degrees right now. So I think I'm gonna work now, get hot, sweaty, and I think Finn, Maple's little buddy, Sujin's dog, they're gonna stop by in an hour or so, but I'm gonna spend some time working out here because I have an old sprinkler line that is no longer a part of the garden. It's only a part of the trees, but right here, for some reason, it is leaking underground. So I'm going to dig this up and see if I can find it.
source
course here. It's a little broken connector here. So since this sprinkler isn't being used anymore, I'm just going to cap it off right here. Hopefully I have something that will screw onto this.
Come high water, I'll leave you and never look back. Someday you'll come running, somehow rivers calling, you'll see I'll be longing, I'm free. Come hell or high water, I'm gonna make you love me.
All right, well, I have a cover on the hole that no longer leaks. I've tested that, and I added the rest of the drip lines into the herbs. So now they are running. Each little herb has its own little drip line. Had a 4-head on here, but wasn't able to do enough line, so switched that out to an 8 little valve or head drip. And pretty much all of the sprinklers at this point in the entire garden are done. So I'm gonna fill this hole in, and then I'm going to jump in the pool because I just got a message from Sujin that they're on their way over.
I'm gonna make you love me.
Barking. Thanks for barking. Well, it is Sunday morning. It is 6:30. I am about to head out the door. I am meeting at 6:45 at a local kind of trail loop over here in Fullerton. Gonna meet up with Sujin and do some easy trail miles. Doing about 8 miles. There's a nice little loop in there with some good terrain, some challenging terrain, some punchy little hills, but just easy run as I continue to ramp up my miles on some softer ground, so not too much impact. Did bring out the trail shoes this morning, got the Hoka trail shoes going. And just gonna go out and enjoy it. The weather is getting cooler this week. It's been in the 80s all week, and now it is dropping down into the mid to low 70s, which is still great because I just saw someone online posting that it was snowing at their house still back east. So not the case here in California. But after I am done running, I will come home, shower up really quick. I'm taking Emmeline down south to a city called Tustin to a warehouse sale. Lululemon, a bunch of other brands doing some sort of warehouse sale that she would like to go to. So her and I got tickets to do that. Then back home, and Evelyn is in the city play Seussical, the Cat in a Hat play. So we'll watch that and then go to dinner afterwards with the family. So it is a packed day, back-to-back events. And, but no different than all of you, I am sure, just constant things going on in life. All right, I am basically 3 miles in. headed to the big hill. I mean, it's not massive, but it's kind of steep and probably one of the biggest ones on this Fullerton loop. And the spring flowers, the wildflowers are out. It's beautiful right now. Way up there where those trees are is where I'm headed. I made it to the top of the hill. Whew. That burns. Definitely feel the hip flexors after yesterday's ride and some of these hills, lower back. All right, 8.26 miles, 9:24 pace, pretty hilly. My hip flexors are definitely tender, lower back's a little sore. Definitely gonna need to fuel up today because I've been eating pretty much in a deficit for a few months, being really good about being 500 to 800 calories under. And as I'm starting to ramp the volume up, definitely gonna have to increase the calories. Good.
I'm over here getting water.
Hello. You waiting for me? Ah, hi, baby. Good morning. Good morning. You have shorts on?
No.
Uh-oh. Good thing I got your face only.
What time are we leaving?
All right, we are off to the warehouse sale.
Trying to get a cool clip, the door's locked. Like, I'm all for the cool clip, so you need to unlock the door first.
Yummy.
Pretty great.
Yeah.
Good. Really good.
You ended up with a crepe and I ended up with steak kebab.
Yeah,
Carbs.
that's about right.
Protein. Carbs. Protein. Yeah, got something for you. Yeah. Just ditch cookie. Just ditch cookie. Gonna give you the head. Gonna give you the head. Oh, there you go.